Today, I want to talk to you about the mindset of a winner. The reason why I say you must win is that you cannot live life a loser. You start a life as a winner. In fact, the beginning, the Bible says that he created man and he said, let us give man dominion. Let us put him in charge. You were a winner from the beginning. You were in charge from the very beginning. So you cannot live life defeated and you cannot finish this race as a loser. Whatever happens, you must win this race. In fact, I want you to do me a favor. Put your hand on your chest. Put your hand up here and say, I am a winner. I must win. Put your hand right up here and say, I must win. Do it. Say, I must win. You cannot live life a loser. I don't know what life throws at you. I don't know what life has been throwing at you. I don't know what life has been dealing with you. But one thing I know is that you must win this race in life. You must win this race. There are people who come into life, live life. They want to live a normal life. Just work, raise a family, die, and go safely, happily ever after in heaven if they do make it. And there are some that really want to make a mark. Tonight, I just want to talk to people who want to make a mark in life, who want to leave a legacy in life. Not live the normal life everybody's living. Come in, work hard, come home, go to church, die, and go to heaven. I don't want to talk to those kind of people tonight. I want to talk to somebody who is hungry to make a mark, somebody who wants to leave a definite mark in life and say, listen, I was here also. Not that you were here and then it's gone, but he was here also. And then they begin to list the things that you would have done, the impact that you had on humanity before you left this planet. I want to talk to that person tonight. So by all means, if you're that person, stay on here. But if you're not that person, by all means, you can log off and you can disappear. God bless you. Hasta la vista. Not being proud or anything, but I want to talk to somebody who will make a mark because I want to make a mark. You can't live life a loser. You must win. It is a must. It's not a choice. It's not a thing of, if I do. It's not a case of if I get to, but it's a case of I must win. Now, there are three things I want to talk about tonight. If you will win in life, or if you must win in life, there are three things that you need to pay attention to. Three things you need to pay attention to. And today I was reading the scripture, Hebrews chapter 12, from verses 1 and 2, and it blessed me. It says, when we're running the race of life, there is something we must do. Verse 2, it says, looking unto Jesus. Looking unto Jesus. Now, when we say looking unto Jesus, a lot of people think that it's a case of lifting up your eyes or meditating and seeing. No. Looking unto Jesus, i.e. placing Jesus there as the example. Looking unto him as the example. He says, as an example, let's look unto him. All right. So we're going to use Jesus because, listen, there is nobody that has been a winner and is still a winner more than Jesus. There is nobody that won the race of life like he did. In fact, there is nobody that is most spoken about, even while he's not here, than while he was here. There's nobody that more books have been written about. That I want to use him as an example, to be an example to us in life. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here to give you a message picked from the person who is our example. He says that looking unto him who is the author and the finisher, the beginning and the end of our faith, for the joy set before him. The first thing you've got to know about if you must win is that there's got to be a joy set before you. There's got to be a prize. There's got to be an objective. There's got to be something ahead of you that you are looking at. A lot of us are walking in life without anything ahead of us. There is nothing to look up to. There is nothing to hold on to. So we walk through life. Listen, if you are not going anywhere, if you're not heading anywhere in life, any road can take you there. It's like you going for a walk. If you don't have anything in mind, any road can take you there. If you wake up in the morning and you just jump on any bus, it's because you're going nowhere. There must be something ahead of you. If you wake up and say, I'm going to the city, you get on a specific bus, a specific train. If you say, I'm going to this place, there's a specific motorway you must get onto. So everybody in life, you must have a prize ahead of you. If you do not have a prize ahead of you, you will not make it in life. You will not be able to win. For you to win, there must be a prize. All runners run, but they run for a prize. All footballers play, but they play for a prize. David got to the place. Goliath was making noise, throwing his weight about. He asked, what shall be done for the person who beats this guy and brings him down. Are you hearing me? There must be something set ahead of you. There must be something in front of you, something you can look onto, something that when everything is not working, you can look onto. Listen, somebody will wake up 4 a.m., 3 a.m., get themselves ready, jump on the bus, whether rain or shine, to get themselves to work, because at the end of the month, they know there is a check that must be released to them. There must be something ahead of you that when you wake up in the morning, it keeps you going, something that kicks you, something that when you don't feel like it, you still look onto it and you've got to move. I want to talk to you about this thing tonight. There must be a price ahead of you. What is this price that you place in front of you? It must be something of value. It must be something that is costly, something that you must achieve at all cost. For a lot of people, we look at short-term things. We look at short-term things. So, for instance, you think you're going to the job that you go to because of your bills. You're not going to the job because of your bills. Bills is one of the reasons why you are looking forward to the paycheck. Are you hearing me? So for everything that you do in life, there must be a price that is bigger than the immediate. Otherwise, you will give up. So for you to be able to win in life, there must be something that drives you. There must be something that you look onto and it draws you. Something that wakes you up in the middle of the night and tells you something must be done. You need a price. There must be a price. Look at somebody like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Their prize was to honor God. Their prize was not to be delivered from the fire. Their prize was to honor God. It was bigger than being delivered from the fire. It was bigger than trying to stand and win against the king of the time. It was bigger than trying to face the opposition. There must be something that is bigger than your immediate concern. The other day, the Lord said something to me. He said, if people will really look into their thoughts, they will realize that it is not me they seek, but they seek the work of my hands. I was blown away by that. Make something a focus. Not the trickles of it, not the things that come of it, not the effects of it, but you're looking for something that is the main thing, something that encompasses all the things. It must be a price ahead of you, something that you want to achieve. If you don't find that thing can be likened to your assignment in life. What do you stand for? What do you want to achieve in life? What legacy do you want to leave behind? This must be the joy set ahead of you. Number 2 thing you need to know is that when you have put the prize ahead of you, you must learn how to endure. Bible says that for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross, despising its shame. He endured the cross. What does it mean to endure the cross? The cross is a symbol of shame and pain. The cross originally was a symbol of shame and pain until Christ conquered the cross. You must learn to endure the cross. Some of you don't know how to endure. The slightest shame you give up, the slightest pain you give up, the slightest obstacle you give up, the slightest thing that happens you give up. You give up too quickly in life. What is it that is challenging you? Until you have something ahead of you, you will not be able to endure. Are you hearing me? And that is why I said the first thing you need to have is a picture ahead of you. You must have a dream ahead of you. One of the things that I did, which has brought me this far and where I am today, in my study, I had things all over the wall. I had things written down. In 10 years, this is where I want to be. In 5 years, this is where I want to be. In 2 years, this is where I want to be. Those are the things I looked up to. The things I wanted to achieve. So anytime there was a challenge and I felt like giving up, I will look up onto my wall, looking onto Jesus. You've got to have something you lift up your eyes onto. And so in this same time, when you have to endure the cross, there must be something you look at. But the problem is, how do you endure the cross? He despised the shame of the cross and he endured it for the joy. How did he endure the cross? Number 1, what you've got to do is got to put something at the back of your mind that any time challenges come your way, it is an opportunity for you to receive from God. Listen, God never brings a challenge your way until he is ready to bring out of it something that you need or you have asked for. When you ask God for patience, he will not throw a ball of patience at you. He will create a scenario for you to exercise patience. Oh my goodness. Listen to me. Listen to me. When you ask God for anything, He creates we say God is a just God. So God cannot just get up and throw something at you without justification. So He creates an opportunity for you to justify what He is giving you so that the accuser of the brethren cannot take it from you. Oh my goodness. So whenever challenges come your way, look at it as an opportunity to receive from God. No wonder the Bible writes it and says that count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Oh my goodness. When you put this at the back of your mind, that every challenge that comes your way is an opportunity for you to excel, an opportunity for you to make it, an opportunity for you to see the hand of God, you will never give up in life. You will win. Say to yourself, I must win. Listen, I must win. It's not an option. It's a must for me. Every challenge that comes your way, it's an opportunity for God to show Himself strong. Listen, the Egyptians had captured the Israelites. They were in Egypt for a long time. They were looking for an opportunity to come out. What they said to themselves was, we must get out of this place. Listen to the prophecy that they spoke. Moses spoke to them and said, he prophesied and said, listen, the Egyptians you see today, you shall see again no more. They saw the Red Sea, and that was their challenge. The challenge was ahead of them. But what happened was that when they got into the Red Sea, the same thing that was their challenge was the answer to their prayer. Because after they had crossed, the Egyptians entered and they were all swallowed up. Listen, when challenges are thrown at you in life, it is an opportunity for you to excel. You were looking for a job. The prize ahead of you was that you were going to have a better life for yourself and your family. You get into the job and your boss does not like you and begins to give you some nasty jobs and things to do. That is an opportunity for you to excel. Listen to me. Don't give up in life. Say to yourself, I must win. And that is why God made you a winner. So whether there is challenges, you are a winner. Whether the issues are hard, you are a winner. Whether the road is soft, you're a winner. Whether the road is crooked or straight, you are a winner. Whether there are mountains or valleys, you are a winner. You were a winner from conception. You are a winner now. And so you must have it at the back of your mind that challenges are only an opportunity. An opportunity for your dream to be realized. An opportunity for God to show Himself strong. You're here right now and you're listening to me. Your challenge is that you messed up badly. You messed up so bad, you feel like God has forgotten about you. You messed up so bad, people are pointing fingers at you. Listen to me. It's an opportunity for God to show Himself strong on your behalf. Don't let your challenge get you down. Your reaction to your challenge will determine what you receive from God. Your reaction when the Israelites were around the Red Sea and they kept complaining, we might as well go back. You brought us here to kill us. Oh, Moses the killer. Why have you done that? The Red Sea was still where it was. It was still a challenge ahead of them. But the moment they stopped complaining and they looked at it that these Egyptians that are coming will kill us, we might as well throw ourselves into the hand of God. The sea opened and they stepped into it. And the same challenge that was meant to kill them killed their enemies. I don't know who I'm talking to, but the same challenge that kept you down, the same challenges that are holding you down, the same challenges that are saying it will not let you realize your dream, those same challenges will silence your accuser. Those same challenges will silence the people that are pointing fingers. Those that said you cannot make it, they will see you and wonder how you did it. Oh my goodness. Listen, every challenge that you're going through right now, see the opportunity in it. Joseph, he was in prison. It was a big challenge for him, especially where he had been put down and he had no hand in it. But listen to me, he saw an opportunity to be an interpreter of dreams. My goodness. An opportunity to be an interpreter of dreams. You've got to say to yourself, every challenge that comes my way is an opportunity to honor my God. And what you must do is you must say to yourself that no matter how hard the challenge, my prize is in front of me. Listen to me. I told you about the prize. The prize should not be immediate. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were in the fire, but they said, "O king, even if my God refuses to show up in this, I still will not bow," because their primary prize was not deliverance from the fire. Their primary prize was honoring God. If you search yourself, you will find a reward and a prize bigger than what you have in front of you now. That is what will keep you in your challenge. Number two, you need to know. The second thing you need to know that will help you to endure the cross is this: the people that you surround yourself with. To be able to endure your cross moment, the people you surround yourself with is very, very important. You need to surround yourself with people who are positive minded, who are Christ minded. If you want to be an eagle, you cannot surround yourself with the fowl of the ground, of the earth. No. You can't be an eagle and walk with chicken. Your mentality will be messed up. Where God is taking you is big. You need to surround yourself with people who are going where you are going, or people who have been where you're trying to go. Because you want to be the queen of the pack, you surrounded yourself with people who are yes sir, yes ma'am, looking up onto you, but you have nobody connected to you that you can look up onto or can join hands with and walk with. Everybody around you is lower than you. You cannot go far like that. Surround yourself. The surroundings you find yourself in, the people you surround yourself with, will determine whether you can endure your challenge. No wonder when Jesus came, he handpicked 12 and surrounded himself with it. He was a man on a mission. If you must win in life, your surroundings must be few. The people you surround yourself with must be few, and they must be chosen, handpicked. You can't go further in life without choosing the people around you. You can't go so far in life if you allow just anybody into. Listen, I told you, I'm preparing a message for you that is the circles around you. You cannot go where you're supposed to go if you don't handpick the people around you. You cannot allow just anybody into your circle. I told you before, somebody comes around, I like your hair. They're your friend. They've got your number. They're talking to you. Somebody comes around you, pity party, tries to tell you their story. Next minute, they're your friend. Somebody comes for encouragement from you. Next minute, they are your friend. It is not everybody that you must keep around you. If you're going somewhere, if you will leave a legacy in life, you must surround yourself with people who are going somewhere, people who are where you are, people who are where you want to be, people who share the same mind. You can't surround yourself with people that when you have a little money and you want to buy a book, they ask you why you're buying a book. Why don't we go to the restaurant? And oh my goodness. You want to go to a conference, a motivational conference, a church conference, and they look at you and say there's a party around the corner, and these are the people you walk around with. If you want to leave a legacy, you cannot surround yourself with people like that. Look at great men who have achieved and ask them. They will tell you they were surrounded with people that will motivate them. People that will spur them on, people that will shake them, people that will encourage them, people that will cause them to wake up in the middle of the night and think, I need to get myself together. You call them every time and they are in bed, stretching. And they are the people you want to talk to. FaceTime, 3 hours talking about nonsense. They're the people you want to hang around with. WhatsApp, talk for hours, talk nonsense, nothing. They're the people you want to hang with. You've got assignments to do and they're going to the club and they're the people you want to hang with. You want to get your master's and they tell you, listen, I'm working in Primark, the money I'm making on overtime. They're the people you want to hang with. Think again, because you've got a dream ahead of you. You've got a vision ahead of you. You've got a legacy to leave. I don't want to die a commoner. I don't want to leave this place not leaving a mark. When I leave, it must be said, this man was here. He's the reason why so and so and so. He's the reason why I got the job I got. He's the reason why I started the business. I didn't come onto Instagram to do these things because everybody is doing them. But I came here so that one day somebody in their testimonial was saying, I remember when Alan used to come on Instagram. It was through that I got motivated to start my business, to start my church, to start what I'm doing, to start speaking, to start encouraging. It was through him that I became a millionaire. It was through him listen, I'm here because I want to encourage somebody. If one person out of all the people who are watching right now comes out and said, listen, I made it because of you, God's purpose would have been fulfilled. So the people you surround yourself with is very, very important. Remember, birds of the same feather, they flock together. So if the majority of them are going nowhere, you will flock with them to nowhere. I always make jokes about it and I say, birds of the same feather, they confuse the owner. Listen, if you walk around with people who are going nowhere, you will confuse destiny. Because destiny will not know if you really want to make it or you don't want to make it. Watch who you surround yourself with. The last thing I want to talk about is that you've got to say to yourself, it's not over until I win. Put your hand again and say, it's not over until I win. Listen, it's not over until I win. It's not over until I win. It's something you've got to say to yourself when you wake up. It's not over until I win. It's something you've got to say to yourself every time in your challenges, through the challenges. You look at the prize and you say, it's not over until I win. Until I win. I was in the gym and I was pushing, and normally I'll do reps of 10 or whatever, and I was repping, and I've got to increase the weights as I do it, and it gets more difficult because the bigger the weights and the more difficult it is. And I get to 8 and I'm thinking, no, I must finish it, and I'm pushing, and it's difficult, but it's not over. I can't drop this until I do my last rep, and I make sure. Sometimes it's difficult, but I've got to do it because it's the reason why I came here. Otherwise, what was the reason for coming? So I came to encourage somebody. It is not over until I win. It is not over until I win. Did you want to be on the biggest platform on the face of this planet? It is not over until you get there. You wanted to win 10 souls by the end of this year. It is not over until you win. You wanted to get yourself into a new job. It is not over until you win. You wanted to earn a certain amount by the end of this year. It is not over until you win. Some of you had big dreams for this year, that by the end of this year, I would have done this, I would have done that, and it looks like it's not happening. But I came to announce to you, it is not over until I win. Before the end of the year, some of you are about to achieve things that you have not been able to achieve in the 10 months. You tried it and it didn't work, but I came to announce to somebody, can I dare to prophesy over you? Between now, November and December, you will achieve more than you have achieved in the last 10 months. If you put your mind to it and you say, I must win. It is not over until I win. The sun must not go down until I win. The Bible said that the Gideon held the sun until the battle was won. You must say to yourself, this year must not end until I win. This year must not end until I win. I will not finish this year a loser. The Bible speaks of a lady. He said that she wanted justice. So she went to this judge, and this judge feared neither God nor man. So she went there and knocked on the door, said, Judge, I need justice. He said, leave me alone. I don't have time for this. Judge, I need justice. Leave me alone. So she went, came back the next day. I need justice. Leave me alone. Leave, gone. Came back the next day. Knocked again. Judge, I need justice. Said, leave me alone. I have nothing to tell you. Came back the following day, knocking. Bible says she kept knocking until one day the judge said to herself, if I don't give this woman justice, she will weary me. It is not over until I win. You give up too easily. You knocked on the door, the job, you sent one CV and they declined it, so you give up. Keep sending CVs until they get fed up and they give you an interview. Keep going for interviews until they get fed up and they give you a job. You give up too easily. I was listening to the testimony of a great man, Les Brown. When he wanted a job, he went, knocked on the door. He said, excuse me, sir, I need a job. The guy said, there's no jobs here, go away. So he left. Went away. Next day, came again. Excuse me, sir, I need a job. Said, I told you there are no jobs here. Go away. He went away. Came back the next day. Knock. Excuse me, sir, I need a job. Said, I told you there's no job here. He said, I'm here because I never know. Somebody may have fallen sick. Somebody may have died. And they may be vacant. Said, there's nobody dead. There's nobody sick. There's no job. Go away. So he left, came back again. The guy was so angry. He said, listen, I told you to go and make me coffee. He went into the kitchen, made coffee. Brought it to the guy. Next minute, he was the tea boy. To cut a long story short, now he's a multi-millionaire. He's a big time, motivational speaker. His testimony was a blessing. Bible says, keep knocking Matthew 7:7, we make a mistake and we cut it short. That knock and the door. It said, knock and keep knocking, and the door shall be open. There's a trick in there. Knock and keep knocking. There's a key in there. It's not knock and the door. It said, knock and keep knocking. Seek and keep seeking. Are you hearing me? Don't give up too easily. I've spoken for too long now. I think it's time for me to hand in the towel now, throw down the towel, and leave you to go think about what we've just heard. But you must win. Don't go through life defeated. Don't exit life defeated. Say to yourself, before I leave this place, I must win. Before I leave this place, I must